I'm in Hassan district and this is Belur. Now Belur was the first capital of the Hoysala dynasty, and the temple I'm standing outside right now is the Chenna Keshava temple, built in the 12th century by Hoysala Vishnuvardhana to commemorate his victory against a Chola viceroy. Now this temple is called the Chenna Keshava temple because of the idol of Lord Vishnu that resides inside. It's supposed to be an exquisitely handsome one, which is why it's called the Chenna Keshava, Keshava being one of the 24 manifestations of Lord Vishnu. When you look at this temple, you will be completely in awe of its architecture. Truly is remarkable. You'll be taken in by the execution of idea and creativity, by the stories that every corner tells you, and just by the definition of the carvings that have been done on the soapstone of this structure. This here is the Vijaya Deepa pillar, or the victory pillar. It was placed here in the 14th century by the Vijayanagara rulers who came in after the Hoysala dynasty. And now this one is a monolithic pillar and it's about 35 feet high and 15 tons. That's how much it weighs. So the incredible thing about this is the fact that on one end it doesn't touch the surface at all. And that's where this paper comes into play. I can actually slide an entire sheet of paper right under this pillar. Can you believe it? All the way from there right up to there. Unbelievable. And once you've been to Belur, you have to visit the other high point of the Hoysala dynasty, Halebeed. Just 17 kilometers away from Belur is Halebeedu. Now Halebeedu means old encampment or old city, but that's not how it started off. It started off as Dwara Samudra, and this temple here is the main attraction in this region. This is the Hoysaleshwara temple, built in the 12th century by a minister in King Vishnuvardhana's reign, that's Ketu Malla, and this temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. When you look at it, the architecture in this temple is just as exquisite and well crafted as in the Belur temple. Only the difference here is that all the stories in the carvings you see around the temple are from the Ramayana and Mahabharata. A lot of mythology comes up into these temples to create this absolutely beautiful, magnificent structure. What's incredible is that the stories that are told on these walls, it's like reading the book itself. Every detail, every character, every characteristic trait is so well depicted. It's not just that the carvings are amazing, the kind of detailing that has gone into creating the building itself. I'm here and there's actually a groove that goes completely in, so I'll be hidden entirely. And the detailing right here on these walls, each and every groove, each and every nick and corner is so perfectly etched. It is incredible. Moving on from the magic of the Hoysala district to India's highest monolith, the magnificent Gomateshwara at Shravanabelagola. I'm in Hassan district on my way up to the Gomateshwara at Shravanabelagola. This is the Vindhyagiri range, and right from here, right from this very rock up to the Gomateshwara, it's all just one stone. Isn't that incredible? Well, the Gomateshwara is one of the biggest centers of religion for the Jains, and it's supposed to be sacred and beautiful, which is what I'm going to explore right now. It's about 650 stairs up, and I think I'm going to quite enjoy the trek up. I'm almost halfway up to the Gomateshwara statue, and from here you can see all of Hassan district. What an absolutely beautiful terrain, and on a day like this with skies like this, It really is beautiful. Now, if you look across, that is Chandragiri, and that is where one of the oldest Jain temples in South India stands. It's over 2000 years old. That is where Chandragupta Maurya came with 12,000 Digambara Gurus and his Guru Muni, Bhadrabahu, and he came here to meditate. This is also where his Samadhi is, and this absolutely lovely, clean water body you see is the Kalyani Tirtha, which is also very closely associated with the Gomuteshwara. I'm finally here in front of the Gomuteshwara, and it's definitely one of the biggest structures I've seen and also one of the most beautiful. It's actually 58 feet high, going right into the sky, and as beautiful as the structure is, so is the story behind it. It was built back in the 10th century by a minister who was with the Mysore Wadiyar king, a minister called Chaundaraya, and while passing through this region, he spent one night in the hills across the Chandragiri hills, and he had a dream there where he was visited by Kushmandini Devi, and she told him to set an arrow off in the south direction, and whichever rock the arrow hit, he was asked to build a statue of the Gomuteshwara, and the arrow hit this huge rock, and that's how this monolithic structure came to be. Now, it's one of its kind, it truly is, and it's the biggest in India. It's absolutely lovely, and when you look at it right up there, you feel a sense of calm. It just emanates peace and tranquility. Now, these images you see here are all the 24 Tirthankaras that have been in the Jain religion. And this Suttalaya was built about 800 years ago by Gangaraja, who was also king from the Mysore rulers. And all these Tirthankaras, now you have various images of the same Tirthankara donated by different kings. Like this one here is the first ever Tirthankara, Sri Adinatha Tirthankara.